Right, next step in the engine bay. To try and make this little Hyundai Excel a little quicker, pod filter didn't really do anything, but I didn't really expect it to do much. But now I've stripped all of the factory airbox components out of there, and I've had the air conditioning degassed, so I can start pulling some more bits and pieces out of this engine bay too. Let's get stuck in. Or should I say torn out. I've successfully removed the air conditioning compressor and a couple of the hoses that go along with that system, but it's getting a bit late now and my turn to cook, so we'll come back to this shortly. this ends another sort of productive day out here on the Excel, and I've been taking the air conditioning out of that thing. Haven't climbed underneath the dashboard inside the car yet. That's the last part of the air conditioning extraction process. I'm not really looking forward to that bit. I'm hoping I can do it without taking my dashboard out, because I'm not quite ready to tackle that level of project just yet. But yeah, the air conditioning's gone. There is a ton of stuff that comes out with that thing. I'll see if I can weigh it and figure out exactly how much gear comes out of the inside of that engine bay, and what sort of weight you're dragging around with the compressor and all the extra hose bits and pieces, and the condenser. So that god awful thing. Interestingly, it's quite bent. It took the brunt of that hit that I had, geez, almost 12 months ago now, when I hit the tyre wall at Collie. This thing, woof, that thing got a little bit bananaed in the process. So that's gone. You have to take the radiator and such out in order to remove the condenser. So while I was there and given my next little, the next step on the weight reduction and performance enhancement features of this engine bay include removing the power steering, which is the pump and all that gizmo-y stuff there. You've got to take the radiator out for the condenser for the air conditioner. So, oh crap, I'm leaking oil everywhere. This bit here, that's part of the power steering, and it's the cooling section. So this bend here runs around in front of the radiator to cool the power steering fluid. So while the radiator was out, I thought I'd yank that out of the car too. I've just done a little U-bend in there to delete the radiator length of that power steering tubing. Before I disconnect the power steering, because essentially you just sort of, there's two pipes that come out of the power steering, and you disconnect it and run a loop from one to the other. But before I do that, I want to flush out the power steering fluid that I've got in my steering box currently, put some new fluid in there. Although it won't be running with the power steering fluid and it won't be running as power steering, at least it'll have some new lubrication in there. I figure that's probably better than the old crap that's more than likely been in this car since 1999. Yeah, but otherwise the process of enhancing the performance of my Hyundai Excel is going swimmingly.
It's down white boy.
Sound white, boy.
Big
sound right, boy.
All done. The power steering has been removed. So with any luck, that gives me a bit more power. Just one more little job to do, and that is to cut and disconnect the power-hungry power steering belt.